So obviously we saw Christina make some comment of like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever she said. I don't understand why. And
I'm
Michelle and I actually
confused.
talked about this on the podcast too, because we were like,
Yeah.
don't rob Charity of this moment. Like, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not for Christina to understand why Zach is making these decisions. Like, she's not privy to
Absolutely.
your private time, your conversations. Like, she has no idea.
Right.
And she did bring you to tears that night. So what
Mm-hmm.
was that like when she first made that comment? And like, it kind of kept going for a little bit. Like once Zach walked
Mm-hmm.
away, like the girls were still talking about it. Like, talk us through that
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Initially when she had made the comment, I was just like, okay, like what do you mean? I think that's when you see me, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, bless your heart. Like, what do you mean? And I was a little taken aback, but I think, I don't know. And I don't want to fault myself for like asking that to like, almost in a sense like that is what kind of continued the conversation. Cause I don't think me asking like for clarification, like, what did you mean by this? Or what did you say? Is the reason why she kept going. But I think, for in that moment, I don't want to fault her for like how she felt, but I think it was also just very important to like have a level of self-awareness of like reading the room almost, or like you see, like you can feel those feelings, you can have those feelings, but maybe like this is not the appropriate timing to vocalize that, especially in this setting, or just like not knowing when to like kind of draw the line, like enough is enough type situation. So you obviously the viewers like see me visibly like in tears, and I don't want to apologize for that too, because I think we like stigmatize like tears as like a sign of weakness. It's not.
No,
I think
I thought they were totally valid.
Yeah,
right.
And from a go ahead.
No, you're good. But I just remember like for me, like that was just, I like had to think almost instantaneously, like, how am I going to like regulate myself in this moment? Like, do I want to like choose to like go back and forth with someone, or do I just want to like have a moment to myself? And that's kind of how I regulated myself, was just like through tears. And then you see me get up and exit stage left, like, goodbye.
This is where the therapist comes out, where everyone could take note from you. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I think from a viewer standpoint, okay, because we're watching you all go through this date. We're watching and we're seeing, we're seeing whatever, whatever's coming across our screens of your conversations, and we're getting to know you ladies and everything like that. And I think we're like, from a viewer standpoint, for me personally anyways, what was so frustrating is you are the person that was grounding everybody else in all these other moments, right?
Yeah.
Like, you were there to calm people down. You stepped outside of yourself to help others, to like bring that inner peace. And the least that we could do is just to have self-awareness in this moment. Yeah. You don't have to, you were never asking for someone to, cheer you on and let's go rip shots and celebrate because you got the group rose. Like, you never expect that. But it's like, but damn, like, you give so much to the people around you and help them, and you kind of always naturally fall into this position. So then for that moment to be the one that where they're really kind of Christina's coming at it to really strips that away. And I can see why that would be hurtful and frustrating. And no, the tears, you did phenomenal. You handled that.
You are a stronger woman than I am, because like the way, and I feel like it has to play into kind of your self-care that you were talking about, where you were like, how do I handle this? Like, there's a couple different ways I can take, but like, how do I preserve my energy and to just not keep egging it on, not to keep asking questions, and to just, as you said, exit stage left. I was like, kudos. Somebody get this girl a trophy or something, because like the amount of patience and just calmness that you exuded in that moment, I was like, kudos to you. Yeah. Because it could have gone
I always say, like, choose your battles wisely. Like, this is just not a moment for me.